Dear friends, hello. My name is Denis Beznosov and I'm Deputy Director for Project Management and Public Events at the Russian State Children's Library and a member of IBBY Executive Committee. And I'd like to tell you some information about the outcomes of the 37th IBBY World Congress that was held in Moscow in September 2021. International partnership in every part of our life become increasingly valuable and important. And thus the IBBY, the International Book Board for Youth and Young Children, mission is so vital. Joint work of representatives and dozens of countries whose main goal is to familiarize and expose children to the best books is a bridge between people that helps us to understand each other better and to build good neighborly relations between countries. It is a genuine path to mutual respect and friendship. Since the foundation of the IBBY in 1953, there have been 36 international congresses, which united thousands of specialists from around the globe, each and every continent. And Russian section was founded in 1968, and this very important and famous Russian writers as Sergei Mikhalkov and Agnieszka Barto was working with the first years of the IBBY national sections of Russia. In 2021, after more than a half a century of the Russian section's activity in IBBY, Russia was holding the 37th IBBY International Congress for the first time in its history. The theme of the International Congress in Moscow is Great Big World Through Children's Books, National and Foreign Literature, Role, Value, Impact on Young Readers in Different Continents. This theme gives us an opportunity to explore diversity of themes, characters, issues in children's literature of the world, to discuss cultural variety, which doesn't prevent them from interweaving and interacting. And according to the situation with COVID pandemic all over the world, the International IBBY Congress in Moscow was held in hybrid format, online and offline. So the Congress was held on September 10 till 12, 2021. We have chosen 3 different venues for the IBBY Congress program. The main venue of the opening ceremony and the plenary sessions was the State Pushkin Museum. It is a very beautiful building in the center of Moscow, which is very famous for different collections about Alexander Pushkin, famous Russian poet. And we decided to make the opening ceremony and all the plenary sessions there. The second day and the third day, the oral sessions were organized at the Russian State Children's Library, the biggest children's library in the world, which is about 9,000 square meters. And there are lots of different reading halls and beautiful places inside of the building. So we decided to put it in here. And the most important and the most huge event that was organized during the Congress was the Hans Christian Andersen Award ceremony, and it was organized at the Pashkov House, the beautiful building of the Russian State Library just in front of Kremlin. Well, the whole program of the Congress included many events, and here are the main facts about the Congress. So there were the opening and closing ceremonies of the IBBY International Congress. We had participants from 52 countries of the world. We organized 5 plenary sessions during the first and the third day of the Congress. We had about 200 lectures and panel discussions online and in person, offline. We organized 13 exhibitions, And of course, the ceremonies of the awards, the ceremony of the IBBY Reading Promotion Award, presentation of IBBY Honor List 2020 and award ceremony, Hans Christiansen Andersen Award ceremony, and I Read Awards ceremony. And our lectures and oral sessions were divided into 8 themes. And these themes were the history of children's literature and children's literature criticism, literary translation of children's literature, projects to promote reading among children and youth, joint projects of museums, libraries, publishing houses, theaters, and other cultural institutions, ethnic culture and multilingualism, children's literature in national languages, the visual world of children's books, modern world and future world nonfiction literature for children, the art of telling stories, and sociology, anthropology, and psychology of children's reading. So the Congress was a really big and important scientific event that included many, many lectures on different themes on children's reading, and it was a really very important event for the whole sphere of children's reading and children's literature. And here are the main figures of our program, the key speakers of our IBBY Congress that was in Moscow, and I'll tell you some information about this beautiful speakers. The first one is the Bart Moyard from Belgium. It is a famous children's and teenagers author. He is a laureate of Astrid Lindgren Awards, and he had a big lecture on the first day of the Congress, which was dedicated to these awards. He read a lecture that was that he wrote especially for the award ceremony of Lindgren Awards. The second key speaker is the illustrator Roger Mello. He's a very famous illustrator all over the world. He's an author of more than 100 books, which were published in different countries. He is also a laureate of another awards of Andersen Awards, and he is a big friend of Russian State Children's Library and of the whole IBBY organization. Writer David Allman, a very famous British author of more than 20 books for children and teenagers. He had a lecture on his way of feeling as an author and his style and his views on how you should or shouldn't write for children. Cao Wenxuan, another famous author, but from China, and Cao Wenxuan gave a big lecture about the roots of his art, of his books, and Cao Wenxuan was also awarded with Andersen Awards. And both David Allman and Cao Wenxuan took part in a special roundtable talk about the awards and about the Andersen Award and about the impact that this award had on their books. Valentin Golovin, a famous folklorist, a specialist on folklore. We had a special public interview with Valentin, and he told us about his ideas, about his researches, and about Russian folklore and Russian classical children's literature. He was focused on mostly the books written in 1920s and 30s, and told about the different senses and the different themes that were used by authors in this epoch. Professor from Cameroon, Ngausi, along Cedric Christian, and Cedric gave a keynote lecture about the Cameroon literature and about the whole African literature, as the main problem with this continent is that literature of the languages that are written in Africa is not well translated and published all over the world. And Cedric told us about the main characters of different African literatures that are that should be translated in different languages and published there. Mempo Giardinelli, a writer and a storyteller and a very important figure from the sphere of reading promotion among children. He came to Moscow from Argentina, and he gave a keynote lecture about the project, which was awarded with IBBY Awards several years ago. This project is called Abuelita Cuenta Cuentos, and it is dedicated to reading promotion in children's hospitals and children's libraries and schools and so on. So this project includes grandparents and grandparents reading for the children and grandchildren in different cultural institutions. President of Alexander Solzhenitsyn Foundation, Natalia Solzhenitsina, she took part in the opening ceremony of the Congress with the keynote lecture about the process of reading. She told how her mother was learning poems by Tchaikovsky by heart and read these poems by heart to her children. Marita Berenguer, a very famous writer and a storyteller from Argentina too. Marita Berenguer had a keynote lecture during the Congress about the way how the storyteller works. Sometimes we should look for plot and for characters all around us, and Marita Berenguer told us how she works with children using these techniques. And children's literature expert from Tehran, Iran, Zohre Gayeni, gave a keynote lecture about the Read With Me project that she's holding, and about the reading promotion projects in Iran, and how Iranian specialists on children's reading are working with children. Here are some photos from our panel discussions, and here you can see the keynote lecture by Natalia Solzhenitsina, the keynote lecture by Cedric Christian Ganousielong from Cameroon, the roundtable talk. The roundtable talk included not only David Almond and Salvin Suan, but also some others, writers from and illustrators from all over the world. Here you can see Albertine. Albertine is a Swiss illustrator that was awarded with Anderson Awards in 2020, and Jacqueline Woodson, an author from USA. She was also awarded with the Anderson Awards in 2020. And you can see Igor Oleynikov, famous Russian artist, illustrator, who was awarded with these exact awards in 2018. And the moderator of this roundtable talk is Junko Yokota. It is a specialist from Chicago University. And Junko is also a president of the Hans Christian Andersen Awards jury. So she asked questions about the style and about the way and the impact that the awards had on those authors that were awarded with the Andersen Awards. Well, here are some more figures about the Congress. So we had 10 key speakers from 8 countries all over the world. We had 200 lectures and panel discussions, and we had offline lectures of specialists from 28 countries. So they really came to Moscow to take part in the Congress offline, in person. To include bigger audience from different countries all over the world, and to make the hybrid format of the Congress real, we decided to construct a special online platform, the first online platform for the IBBY Congresses. And this online platform included all the broadcasting of the whole program, the panel discussions and the oral sessions. And the same online platform included different ways that you could take part in the events. There was the whole schedule the information on speakers, the oral sessions and the panel sessions in different places, the poster sessions as well, and exhibitions. Everything was available online, and every person that was registered to participate in the Congress had his or her personal cabinet where a person could find the elements of the program that he or she is interested in and include it into her or his personal itinerary. These are some more information about the platform. We also had different kinds of chat, the direct chat where you could write directly to the speaker that was participating in this or that panel or oral discussion. And also we had a common chat where you could write some information or questions during the Congress. We had everything in the hybrid format. So we had moderators offline and online both. So all the questions that were asked on the platform were asked and were used during every event in the Congress. Here is the slide about the opening ceremony and about the opening speech of John Minjo, the president of IBBY, and there were some other key speakers on the opening ceremony. It was the cultural advisor to the president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Tolstoy, president of the Russian Book Union, Sergei Stepashin, special representative of the president of the Russian Federation for International Cultural Cooperation, Mikhail Shvedkoy, vice president of the Russian Book Union and deputy chairman of the organizing committee for the preparation of the IBBY Congress, Vladimir Grigoriev. Also, the president of International Publishers Association, Budur Al-Qasimi, took part in the opening ceremony. And also Anastasia Orlova, a famous children's author, and laureate of the Presidential Prize in the field of literature and art for works for children and youth. And the main part of the program of the IBBY Congress are the ceremonies. And there are three official awards that are held by IBBY every Congress. And first of which is the project which is called IBBY Asahi Reading Promotion Awards. The IBBY Asahi Reading Promotion Awards is given biennially to one group or institution whose outstanding activities are judged to be making a lasting contribution to reading promotion programs for children and young people. The award was established in 1968 and is sponsored by the Asahi Shimbun newspaper in Japan. Nominations are submitted by the national sections of IBBY and may include reading promotion projects from any part of the world. The winner of the 2020 IBBY Asahi Awards is the project from Argentina, from Buenos Aires. It is called Casa Cuna Cuenteros. It is a group of passionate volunteers who carry out reading and storytelling activities in a children's hospital in Buenos Aires. This group began to make storybooks available to many children and families, and regular storytelling sessions were held in various areas of the hospital. The stories that they told were fun and inspired the children and adults alike. Soon enough, a change in attitude was noticed, and they saw many were enjoying reading and listening to the stories. The representatives of the Casa Cuna Cuenteros took part in the roundtable talk during the panel discussion, and they presented their project. Here on the slide on the left, you can see Alejandra, who is one of the chief organizers of this project, and she told how the project was established and how it works right now and what perspective it sees in the future. And this group of volunteers has become later known for their hard work and success. They've been invited to provide training and workshops for volunteers, as well as provide advice for the setting up of similar programs in other hospitals. So that's how they built the network of the project Casa Cuna, Cuenteros. Another and very important award is the Hans Christian Andersen Award. It is the highest international distinction given to authors and illustrators of children's books. Given every other year by IBBY, the Andersen Awards recognize lifelong achievement and are given to an author and illustrators whose complete work have made an important lasting contribution to children's literature. The 2020 jury selected by the IBBY Executive Committee comprises 10 distinguished members from across the globe. And this year, I mean the 2020, because the Congress was, the date of the Congress was changed from 2020 to 2021. So the winners of the last Hans Christian Andersen Awards are Jacqueline Woodson from USA and Albertine from Switzerland. Well, here you can see the ceremony that was organized at the Pashkov House, the Russian State Library building. And here are some participants of the ceremony, and you can see the lectures by Jacqueline Woodson and by Albertine that were done online because both of them couldn't come to Moscow in person. And the third ceremony that was held during the Congress is the IBBY Outstanding Reading Promoter Award ceremony. And this exact project was organized for the first time, and it was the first ceremony of IBBY. The IBBY Outstanding Reading Promoter Award has been established by Shenzhen I Read Foundation and IBBY to encourage the real commitment to the cause of reading promotion in the hope of spreading this dedication to others around the globe. The award was established on the previous Congress, which was organized in Athens, Greece, and the first winners of this awards are Marit Tornquist from Netherlands and Ju Yunxin from China. Marit is a writer and illustrator who has developed reading programs for children that focus not only the story, but on the way of narrating the story. And she works a lot with children from different countries to encourage them to write their own stories and make their own illustrations. And Zhu Yunxing is a well-known scholar from China who has devoted his life to continuous research and activities related to reading promotion, including training and programs for children in rural areas and children with special needs. Here in the slide, you can see both of the laureates. Marit Tornquist came to Moscow in person, and Zhu Yunxing participated in the ceremony online. And this is one more important project which is organized annually by IBBY. It is the IBBY Honor List. It is a biennial selection of outstanding recently published books by different writers, illustrators, translators from IBBY member countries. Every 2 years, national sections nominate those writers, illustrators, and translations to include their books into the IBBY Honor List collection. And I'd like to just mention that here are the authors and illustrators and translators that were included into the IBBY Honor List 2020, those who came to Moscow to get their diplomas. And here are some representatives of different national sections. They got the diplomas for the writers from their countries, and they are giving the diplomas to them, I think, right now. And here are 4 books that by Russian authors that were included into the honor list collection 2020. It is the book by writer Nina Dashevskaya, Theo Театральный капитан. It is Theo, theater captain. Olga Monina, a famous Russian illustrator, with the book Легенды Старой Англии, or The Legends of Old England. It is Olga Vasilieva with a book Juhad Salkus from Chuvashia, and the book is written in Chuvash language. And Olga Drobot, a very famous translator from the Scandinavian languages, with a book by Maria Par, Вратарь и Мой. And the last but not least, the 37th IBBY Congress included different expositions, different exhibitions. We had about 13 of the exhibitions, and I'll tell you a bit about each of it. First is the Hans Christian Andersen Awards 2020. The exhibition included books and illustrations by those authors that were nominated and included into a short list of this award season. IBBY honor list collection, the whole collection came to Moscow, and it was exhibited on 2 venues, in Pushkin Museum and at the Russian State Children's Library. The exhibition about the IBBY Asahi Reading Promotion Award, there was the information on the projects that were awarded in this year. IBBY Read Outstanding Reading Promoters Award, that included some information about the projects that were awarded in 2020. The special project that is held by IBBY, it is IBBY Collection for Young People with Disabilities. You can see catalog of this collection. It included 40 books written about children with disabilities, and this collection was also exhibited during the Congress. Silent Book Collection. Silent Book, it is the project that is organized by IBBY during many years, and it started with the project Lampedusa. Lampedusa is an island near Italy where many people running from the different African countries, they are living there, and lots of children that are living there are talking in different languages. That's why IBBY decided to make these projects to get silent books without words, that are written only by illustrators, and make this book collection every 2 years, and to provide children from the Lampedusa island with those books. And this project was developing during these years, and now we have these beautiful collections, and we had 67 books exhibited during the Congress in Moscow. Another project which is organized by IBBY every 2 years is the Biennale of Illustrations in Bratislava. And we exhibited the laureates of the last Biennale of Illustrations in Bratislava. Another exhibition that was organized during the Congress is Nami Island International Illustrators Concourse, Nami Concourse. It is a concourse that is organized on the Nami Island in Republic of Korea. Every 2 years, the international jury choose the best illustrators, and we showed a collection of the laureates from 2019 and some Russian illustrators that participated in NAMI concourse during all these years. The project Migrations, Open Heart, Open Borders. This project was organized by the South African national sections of IBBY, and now it is very important. It includes postcards made by different illustrators from all over the world, and we printed those postcards, and all the participants could look at them and read about the project during the Congress. And two more, the IBBY national sections. We made a virtual online exhibition about the history of IBBY and about the history of each national section that works in the framework of IBBY. And the most precious thing, BOLO, it is the Australian exhibition, which includes children's paintings. And we also organized this exhibition during the Congress. Here are some photos of the book exhibition in the Russian State Children's Library. You can see people who are reading the books. Which is very important for the hybrid format. We organized all the exhibitions online as well. So we made everything available on our online platform. It is still available, and all the materials that were put on the online platform are still available for all who has registered to participate in the Congress. And all the information about the exhibitions, about the program, and the whole information about the online platform is represented in two languages, in Russian and English language. And moreover, all the program during these days was translated not only into Russian and English, but into Spanish, Chinese, and Arabic languages. Here you can see some pictures of how the exhibitions are organized on the online platform. And as I've mentioned before, they are still there. So all the registered members and participants of the Congress can go there and look at this beautiful material. Well, to conclude, I'd like to say thanks and to say thanks to the whole IBBY organization and to the executive committee of IBBY that helped us to organize this big event. And we understood that all the national sections that are included into IBBY are different. All the cultures and all the literatures are different, but we have the main goal. We have the main goal to provide children with the best books, with the best illustrations, and with the best translations to help them find their own book and to help them love reading and love the book. Thank you for your attention.